celebrate a win, and how does that change? I mean, it's been like a month since you guys had won a game. How does that just change the mentality going into this week of practice?
I think just getting a win, getting it back in that win column was huge for us. No matter who the opponent was, we know we were playing Samford, but it just feels good to get back in the win column, get a little, confidence and get a little juice going within the team.
And for you, your last SEC game, have you put any thought into that and going to Missouri? And what makes playing there so difficult? You guys have kind of had a back and forth time against Missouri since you've been here.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it was my last SEC game yet, man. That's crazy. But I'm taking it all in, and I'm making the most of these moments. I know I won't forget them. But in regards to Missouri, every time we go to Missouri, we usually, since I've been here, we've always pretty much played them at like a noon kickoff in Missouri, and it's cold, one of those type of games. So we just know when we're there, we have to be locked in and wake up ready and focused.
Yeah, Zach. When they're Dan seems to have fun with the guys, right? He's in the locker room dancing with you guys. I was telling him he's a pretty good dancer. I wouldn't want to get him to do that, but
yeah, he was killing it on Saturday.
Yeah, he's pretty good, right?
Yeah, he was killing it.
Okay, so how much did you guys enjoy that? And what do you think when fans try to criticize that and kind of take the joy out of the experience?
Well, I just know that a lot of people on the outside, they don't really understand what goes into this. They see the result on Saturday. They don't see what goes into it throughout the week, throughout the off season. Man, we working hard every day to try to win these games. So when we win, of course we're gonna be happy and celebrate. Especially the way this season has been going for us. It just felt good to get back in the win column. So we just focus on our locker room. We know it's a lot of noise outside, but we're just focused on what we have going on.
Yeah, I don't think you get as big as you if you don't work at it a little bit.
Oh yeah.
but so Dan, I asked you this last week. I mean, he has there are two games coming up. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're very important to his future here. Do you guys recognize how important these games are for the program and maybe for his future? And does that add a little bit more juice to the way you guys are going to go about it?
I mean, we don't really worry about those things. I guess you say as a team, we're just more worried about finishing this thing off the right way. Especially me as a senior. I just at least want to send a program out, with 2 wins the end of the year and a bowl game win, hopefully.
Zach, your last 3 years, New Year's Six Bowl, now you're fighting just to go to a bowl. How important is it to you? And you just alluded to it, but how important is it to you? Because knowing what you've been through to get to those 3 previous bowl games, now to have to fight for it.
Well, it's been a great journey, especially since Coach Mullen got here. I mean, we've been to New Year's Six Bowl every year, and I mean that's really what you want from a program. Obviously, it's a little adversity this year, but I feel like that adversity, I feel like that is only going to help guys, grow, and they'll be better from this in the future.
Also, Damian was talking about at halftime Saturday, I guess before the coaches got in there, some guys were really getting in the face of some other guys and saying, this has got to stop, and said that he saw some leadership in the locker room that hadn't been seen before. Can you talk about that?
Well, guys at halftime, guys were, a little frustrated. Obviously, we were down at halftime to Samford, which is unacceptable, honestly. So guys were a little frustrated, and I seen some guys getting in other people's faces. I mean, I feel like if it needs to go there, then it can go there. I mean, that's what leadership is about. Sometimes you can't be nice. Sometimes you gotta get in somebody's face maybe and call people out, but it helps. So, I mean, you gotta keep up.
Were you not nice?
Huh?
Were you one of the ones not nice?
I try to keep my cool, but I mean, when it's time to speak up, I'm gonna speak up. So, you know, I kind of got, you know, a little out of character a little bit, but we won.
Zach, if somebody asked you to explain to them what's happened to Florida football in the last 11 months, from before that LSU game to now, how would you explain what's happened here?
I would say it's a team. We team that's been, you know, battling all year. Obviously, we've taken some losses, you know, and it's gonna happen. But we lost a little more than we wanted to. We lost a little more than we wanted to this year, and I just feel like things just haven't been going our way. And there's nothing we could do about that. So we just continue to keep fighting. I mean, I feel like some people think like we giving up and things like that. I mean, God, this is some people's like livelihood. Like guys aren't just coming. We're not just coming out here to practice every day like giving up and, you know, things like that. Like guys we really wanna win. You know, we've had some unfortunate things happen this year, but there's nothing we could do about that. We gotta control what we can control. And when you look back on our season, like, you know, a few of our losses, I mean, losses are lost, but it's not like we were just out here getting embarrassed all year. You know, like we had a lot of close games, tough games that just didn't go our way. So, you know, we know what we can do. So we just stay motivated.
Defensively, do you think it'll be easier to get up? You know, I mean, human nature, Samford. Is it going to be easier to get up for going on the road and playing in Missouri?
Yeah, I mean, it's an SEC game. You know, it's a lot on the line, so we know what's at stake. We know that we get everybody's best shot because we're Florida, so we have to be prepared.
Zach, we've asked you a lot of big picture stuff. What can you tell us about Missouri's offense and what they do well?
Well, I seen that they ran the ball pretty well this past weekend against South Carolina, and they're a big pistol team, so they like to do a lot of different runs out of the pistol, like the stretch and inside zone, different runs. So stopping the run obviously gonna be important this week. I feel like a lot of teams try to exploit us in the run game, so we know we had to be prepared for that.
All right, we'll close with that here.
Yeah, they got a guy who's rushed for 200, 3 out of the last 5, Batty. What's the challenge that he poses? What's he do? I mean, I haven't even seen the guy ever.
He's a good bat. He's a physical runner. He can make people miss. He has good vision and all that. So, I mean, we know what we're facing, and guys just have to be ready to play a physical game, and we have to execute, eliminate, you know, the missed tackles and things like that, and we should be fine.
And then last thing, Christian Robinson's first game. I mean, it started out kind of rough, offsides. I don't need to recount it all. I'm sure you guys got yelled at for plenty of it. But what did you like about the way he called the game, and what did you find different about the defense with him at the controls?
I feel like Coach C-Rod, he brings a great energy to the defense that we feed off of. Obviously, you know, the beginning of that game didn't go well, but we made adjustments, and after the second half, you know, it was 42-10 on from that point. So when we're clicking as a defense, you know, things go well, but when we make a mistake, things start to look really bad. But Coach C-Rob, he's been good for us, and we know we gotta go, gonna continue to play hard for him.
Thank you.